Hey Stampers, it's Gator again. Oh, I've fallen in love with that new stamp set at Blended Season. It's just divine. I love it. And I'm loving the leaves as well. I love a thank you card, but I'm using You're the Best Friend Anyone. Everyone wishes they had. I love it. Love this. But last time I coloured with blends, and then the first time I think I coloured with my many marvellous markers, and today we're going to have a go with these new watercolour pencils. Absolutely gorgeous. So let me show you my card. It looks very similar to some of the others, but different, if you know what I mean. So, oh my word, look at that. Yeah, that bit of shine on there, believe it or not, it's just the blends. I've added a tiny dot of Winker Stella to the buds. Just, let me see, can you see it there? Oh, love it, love it. And again, I've used my Stamparatus. These are the pieces you will need. A card base, 8 1/4 by 5 7/8. Just scored and folded at 4 1/8. I'm using Gorgeous Grape for this one. I love this colour. 5 7/8 by 5 5/8 by 3 7/8, and this is 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. I only want a little border. I'd had a large one there, and I think I prefer the skinny border. I know it's a beautiful card. Look at all that card going to waste. But look, me sticky tape. But you could always cut something out of this in the centre and use it for something else. But you're going to need 2 of those, because the inside of our card contains one of them. This is that beautiful die you get with the stamp set. You get the dies, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And this is double stitched. Look at that. So when you die cut, there's a line in the centre that cuts, so it leaves the stitched edge on your negative, which is here, and also on, well, I haven't got the front bit. Where have I put the front? I've got it somewhere for another project. So I thought, why not cut that out? Then we can stamp these beautiful leaves inside, wishing you all the best. And I did it light, and I stamped off about 2 or 3 times just to give it a really light one. And then you can still write your message, and absolutely beautiful. This is a sample, so this is using rose red. So I always do a card with retired stock first. This, believe it or not, is Flirty Flamingo, and doesn't look like Flirty Flamingo to me, but according to the pencil it is. So I'm just going by what the pencil says, but I can't resist this image. So I've got those. I think I've already cut my, yeah, I have. Look, see what I mean? Well, let me flip this over. There, look at that beautiful image. It's a bit dark in here, I'm sorry about the light. There you go. So when I take this piece out, it's stitched all the way around. And these are called, oh, I've taped it on the other side. I think they're called stitched, not stitched all around, stitch season or stitch something. But look, this is the negative piece, and that is stitched all around as well. So I thought I would layer that in the inside of my card, stamp those leaves and the sentiment, and we're good to go. So you can use this on another project. Absolutely fabulous. They do layer. You'd have a very good border if you added the second one in white, so you could have that beautiful colour on the outside. They will line up, absolutely beautiful. And then you can whisper white and then stamp another sentiment even on another card. So don't throw your these pieces away, use them on a different card. So that's what we're going to do. Isn't that cute though? Isn't that lush? Love it. So there we go. So this is my white for the front. So I'm going to fetch in the Stamparatus, because that's what I used. Ta-ta! And they're already lined up. But I go in, 2 down, and add my magnet. I always keep it lined up with that point. So when I pushed it, oh, let me move my magnet a bit more. Let's move it out the way actually. So my sentiment's going to go there, my beautiful flowers, and then we're going to use the watercolour pencils. And if you noticed, I borrowed the grey from the old set, the basic grey, and lightly went around my image like I did with the Christmas cards. And some of the other cards I've gone around with the, you could go around with the blend, but I'm using the pencils, so I went round every bit of the outside of the image and on the inside bits with the grey, and it helps to pop that flower off the card, I think. Isn't that beautiful? And I know how much you all love to watch me colour. I don't know why, because I think it's quite boring to watch somebody colour. But no, and I'm using the Stamparatus because, one, I fell in love with it. And I've used it so many times. And I think, so when I bought it, so I might as well get my money's worth. So, pop that in. And I've used this because I want a really dark image. I want this to stand off the page. Wham bam, darker as many times as you like. Get it as dark as possible. Don't have to press too hard because that pad is underneath. I can see a bit there on my flower, and it's that one there and that one there haven't transferred. So I'm going to even do my sentiment, because the darker it is, the better. And I'm using black memento ink, so I'm going to press in that area. Perfect. Absolutely. How beautiful is that? Clean up as a breeze with this absorber cloth. I love it. Amazon, www.amazon.co.uk, or just amazon.com if you're American. Type in absorber cloth and you can purchase this on there. It's humongous. You will dry a whole car. The sheet is that big. You can dry your whole car with it. So, clean up is a breeze, as she says. I put things away as I'm going. Blah. There's one. I am going to fetch the inside of my card in. And I'm going to line that up in the same spot. I need this to be in position. Should I glue it down? Let me have a look. Because I did do this with a block. Because I want top and bottom. So I want to try and squeeze it in. And also I want my sentiment in the centre as well. So I guess it would help if I turned it round. But for this, I used smoky slate. Ta-da! So let's pick up my sentiment. I'm just going to add that. Oh look, see, it's still got a bit of ink on it. But I want this sentiment a lot darker than... does that look a bit skew-whiff? Is it me? Right, it's a tiny little bit skew-whiff, but not to worry. There we go. So I'm going to now, excuse me, remove this because I don't mind the fact that that leaf, let me clean it off. But I've never really been a one for decorating the centres of cards, but I think this was beautiful. So I'm going to line that up there. Pick that up. And I know you're not going to see some of it because but I don't want it. Let me just check. That's a little bit too low, so I'm going to go up. In fact, I don't mind actually going over the sentiment. So I'm using a smoky slate, and I'm just going to show you. I'm going to ink once, and then dab it off, which you can do with this, and pull it down and dab it off again, and then we can check this out before we make any mistakes. I want that paler one, so I'm going to ink it up again. I'm going to stamp it off once, twice, and then I'm going to move my paper, making sure my card is still in, and I'm going to press. Look how pale that is, and it's just perfect. So I'm going to wipe it off, because we're going to reposition this again. And I'm going to just flip that over. It's not going to impede at the top. So look at my scratch paper, it's all dirty paper. I just turn it over. So we're going to stamp once, twice, and 3 times. And look, I've got that and then when I add my piece back in, there's that lovely border all the way round. And there's my sentiment, and that, oh, it is a bit on the wonk, isn't it? Oh well, never mind. I can rectify that. I can even do on another piece of card, and then stick the two together on the inside. So I'll do that later. But I've just wanted to show you how to get those leaves onto your card. After you can still use Stampin' Up, as what I mean is, and stamp off a couple of times before you go back and pop it in your work. So there goes that bit. So Stampin' Up lesson again. Lots of hints and tips. Put my magnet back. Return my blocks to my pad. I am now done with my inks, so they can go away. And I know Smoky Slate has retired, but if you've got it, use it. Don't lose it. So that's my stamp set, can go away now. So these are my pieces and elements, and I can fetch this in. Oh, I love this. Absolutely love it. So here's my new pencils. I'm going to use Grapefruit Grove, and I'm going to use Granny Apple Green. I'm going to use Garden Green for the leaves. So I'm swapping the colours totally. And I'm going to pinch the basic grey to go around the outline. So here comes the colouring part. You can fast forward this bit if you want. So I'm just doing, I don't mind that it's, and I'm doing that because I'm doing the outside. I did it last on the other card, but I don't mind if I go over. I'm trying to keep it as close to the edge because I'm using that gorgeous grape. You just need the tiniest of lines, and with this, making a mistake, you can use your rubber to rub it out. So I'm going over the lines, if you know what I mean. It's just so I can. You've got to be really careful. I thought that was just 2 leaves and a gap, but that is the 3rd leaf there. That is, and this is with nothing. That is a leaf. I was sitting there ages wondering, what is that? What is that? And then I realised there's a vein going through there. I might use my blend tool as well. Have got it out ready. But I think it just works best with watercolours card with the blends, because it can, if you use it too much, rip up your paper and get it a bit bitty. but this, so I'm just going, oh, don't go over that one. I'm going to colour that leaf in anyway, so, but this is why I'm doing it on the outside. I don't want the grey being prominent on top of my other colour. So I want my colour to be on top, so the grey is going to be on the underside of the colouring. Because I mean, I know it's just going around the outside, but grey over the top of Grapefruit Grove might not look as nice as Grapefruit Grove over the top of grey. So I've made a bit of a boo-boo there. So there you go, that's a lot better. So yeah, you can use your rubber. So yeah, I'm doing my outline colour first. If you're just tuning in. I do apologise. But I can't wait to use this for Christmas stamps. I love the font on this. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's only, you've got to get it apparently in this month only. And once it's gone, it's gone. And if they run out, they won't, I don't think they're going to get any more. I don't think they will fulfill orders. So I'm glad I got mine when I did. So just going around these few buds now, and then we can start our colouring. Just helps to lift it off the page. Can you see that image now? So nearly done. I haven't had any tea yet. It's like nearly 8 o'clock. Oh, I love that. I think I need a bit more at the top there because it's not as dark as the rest. Just going around each individual petal. That is superb. Look, it's going to help lift that image off the page. It's just beautiful. So there's the grey that can go back in that box. Oh, do we start with the lead? No. Oh yeah, let's do a bit of stalk. So this is the garden green. Just a beautiful colour. And then over these leaves. Hubby's just come back from fishing. He loves it, bless him. And with this, I'm only doing it pale. So if I want then to go darker on here, I can press harder. Just to give myself some shadow. And then just, look at that, it's absolutely gorgeous. Put some shadow. Where normally shadow is when something is overhanging something. So anything underneath. And I always go over the veins as well. Just helps them stand out, because I find if you do look at a leaf and look at the vein always seems to be a lot darker than the actual leaf itself. Do you know, I get so caught up in the moment when I'm colouring. I forget what I'm saying because my brain is thinking of something else. I would use the Braille the other day with this, and it was with the markers, and that turned out beautiful as well. But there's so many different techniques. There's so many different ways to colour with these days. You could do this image, heat emboss it in white, and then sponge just over the parts. Doesn't matter if they fill the gaps or not. And then just sponge colour on here, there and everywhere. That would be beautiful. You could do this in gold. You could do this in silver. You could do it in black. I think in Stampin' Up are fetching out more colours. I think they're ink colours, embossing powders. I mean, you can stamp with any colour anyway. Just go, if you're quick with your ink. Or use your stamp apparatus. Stamp your image in the colour. Then wait. Clean off your stamp. Use Versamark, go over the top, and then use the heat and stick, is it? Not heat and stick. The clear embossing powder. And it would make your colour pop off the page. So use your stamp apparatus for that as well. Hey ho! So you get a raised image in any colour of the inks because you will be using the ink first. I might have to do that technique in another video. Gainer. But my own ideas in my own head. You'd be surprised, I wake up at stupid o'clock sometimes and think, oh, I could turn that into a card. And my husband's like, just go to sleep. Wake up and think about your cards tomorrow. I shot out of bed this morning about 4:30. Oh, cramp. I could not get from under the blankets quick enough. My foot was stuck under the blanket because I tend to wrap myself in things. Now I'm going to go back over this one. It seems a lot paler than the other leaves. But I'll show you a trick with the blender after as well. You can pick colour up off your pencil with the blender and add a deeper colour. You have to be quick. I just love it. Oh, this colour is beautiful. I didn't think I was going to like this green, but it's absolutely beautiful. So that's the end of that leaf. I mean, the other card I was touching it with this colour, touching it with that colour, and then going back with the blend. I think it's best to do it all whilst you've got the rhythm going. I love that. The only thing is I wanted to use my white gel pen to add some highlight, and once you've set this with your blend, not a chance. Not a chance. So pick up your pencil, because it's ink, see that? And then just run it down your darker bits. And then just go in for shade. It's like you're painting then. I think it brightens that colour up a little bit. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. Oh, here it goes. Whoa, I'm doing it. There we go. So just pick up the colour off the crayon and then go down those lines. See it? Adding colour there. Just go to the pencil, grab some colour. Just smooth it in. Lovely. See that? And even dot it. If you know, just dot along that line. But I'm just going to smooth it out. So I'm going to pick up as much colour as I can. Go over my veins. See that? Isn't that cute? That it. Just blend it in. Come down the lines. Picking up your colour. or there's another, oh no, yeah, no, scrap, just, it will come off, but it stains your pen obviously, but I always keep one end for pale colours and then the other end is for the reds. So, and another thing, you can sharpen your pencil. Let me just get this, sharpen your pencil. You should always keep them sharp anyway. Get the point and just press harder. Oops. Oh, there's me blowing bits everywhere. So, come down the stem for some extra colour. I'm not going to blend them all, I'm just going to get rid of this. So there's the green. I'm going to leave that for a moment and I'm going to fetch it in this gorgeous grape. I love it. And I want a deep colour with this. I want it to be bright and vibrant. It's only the stamp set and the dies, I think, that are only available to the end of the month. Don't quote me on it, please, because... Oh, I didn't do their green. But I quite like that bud being full. It's supposed to be bursting out of its green. Oh, love it. So I'm just going to get that colour. I think it removes a little bit of the ink, so you can add shading. Don't quote me on that one. Oh, I've missed a bit there. So I'm just going circular motions. Can you see okay? Sorry. I'm going circular because it'll blend it. And then I'm going deeper. Where the lines are. You can blend that out with your blender, like I was saying. I think that's lovely. You will lose a bit of your pencil. Just below those dots. Away. Oh, is that beautiful? I'm going to grab the blend now. Don't want to overwork this because unless you've got watercolour card, this blend tool, because it's, I don't know what it's coated in, but it helps to blend the colours. If you go over and over and over the same piece too long, it will then start to make your paper a bit scabby. So just circular motions and then just get darker and deeper if you want. Just beautiful. I should really do all the blending at the end, but this is just gorgeous. Love it. I got the light on me there. Just go back over then. I've even seen people dip the tip of the pencils in water, shake off the excess, and whoa, I'm not going to do that, but it depends just on what the effect you are looking for. I'm no expert, I just love to colour. The tip on this watercolouring is to keep your pencils as sharp as possible. If you want the vibrant colours. I think this is absolutely stunning. It reminds me a bit of the Night of Navy. Experiment with the pencils though. Perhaps you could add two colours together. I did on the leaves on that one, I added the Granny Apple Green and then this green to go down the stems to darken them up. I think it just melds that pencil line away so it doesn't look like pencil anymore. But you can also pull away colour with this very easily. Now I'm going to have to come back in. Let's grab this while I'm here. Actually, I think that is flower. And that is green. There you go. I missed a bit. So only 2 flowers to go. You are more than welcome to fast forward this bit, come back at the end. I don't mind. Go, come back in 5. Yeah, that white. Oh, I've got a white pencil. I think that might. Oh, will that work? Let's have a look in a minute. We can but try. Let's get all the petals done on this one. So we've got to work out where the shading is, if any, on here. You can just keep going over. My friend calls me girlfriend, Teresa. She's got an extra letter in there, and she sent me some all the way over from the States, and they're beautiful. She sent me watercolour pencils. How nice. I have used them a few times. Not on videos though, sorry. Battery low. Oh my gosh.